Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Oof, lighting is really bad right there. That's better. Autofocus. Come on. I might have to move. Slide to the right. That's better. Better lighting. Sorry. When you go live, it doesn't work the same. It is what it is. Sorry I haven't posted a video or a vlog. Yes, I still have to go to the appointments in the office. Yeah, I know. Weird, right? But my breathing doctor, my pulmonologist, he called, my endocrinologist called, but some doctors I still have to go to the office for because I have to have labs drawn, and other doctors I have to have my port accessed and flushed. I am sneaking out of the house every now and then to get some stuff. Staying away from the crowds, so don't worry. I'm not that. I'm on a death wish, but I'm not on that big of a death wish. So don't fret about that. Aside from that, though, I completed my papers, my research papers, and everything like that. So that's fun, done. Then taking a little bit of a break right now because the schools are all on fun lockdowns and don't know how to do anything right now at the moment. So I'm just like, relax, take it one day at a time, living a dream. But other than that, really just taking it one day at a time. I know a lot of people have been asking me what are my thoughts on the coronavirus and our reaction to it and everything else. And I've mentioned it in a couple of videos. As a chronic illness patient, I'm glad that we're taking the stance that we're taking. But at the same time, we're also kind of pushing a little too far. But, there are limits to how far people will bend before they don't bend any further. And the way I'm saying that is you can only keep people cooped up for so long before civil unrest begins. And that's coming from years of military strategy and law enforcement, stuff like that. But from a chronic illness standpoint, it's a necessity to protect people who are immunocompromised, who are sick, who are elderly, who are at risk for infection, because not everybody can heal. And one of the cool things is a lot of my friends have been asking if I need anything, they can go out and pick stuff up for me. And it's been heartwarming to see that. And it's nice to know that even in a pandemic, people are still willing to help each other. And that is what brings us back to humanity and reminds us that we are all human. And I think that is one of the greatest things to come from this pandemic, is that it reminds everybody that we are all the same. Sleeping warrior. I am hard of hearing. I have hearing loss in both ears. So yes, I can't hear unless my hearing aids are in. So yes, I sign or SimCom sometimes. And I went to Gallaudet University to study ASL and deaf culture and deaf studies. I saw the comment, so yeah, I like how we come back to humanity a little bit with the way that we are right now with this pandemic. It's kind of nice. Slows us all down a little bit, gives us time to breathe, pun intended. 5 years. I've had my lung disease for 5 years. Officially diagnosed for 4. So how's everybody else doing right now during this while we can chat? So all of those questions are answered in my first video that is on there, but I went for a run one day and couldn't breathe the next, and then it just progressively got worse from there. Hey Trinae, glad you're doing. Things aren't nearly as bad for you on the West Coast because I know things aren't nearly as bad for you on the West Coast because I know you're over there. I hear it's a little bit more of a lockdown situation than it is over here on the East Coast. Well, I'm gonna try and keep this one a little short. So we're already going on 7 minutes. Anybody have any other questions before I end the live stream? Yeah, I understand that with the breathing difficulty. Exercise capacity went down considerably once I started getting sick, but the oxygen helps a bit. I also do try to go out more and exercise as best as I can because you have to keep as active as possible with this disease in order to retain as much of your lung function as possible. And all of the doctors will tell you that it is a necessity for sure, which becomes difficult in a pandemic situation where you have to social distance. But I've been a pro at social distancing for a while, so I'm kind of used to it, even though I'm a social butterfly, which is weird. So I'm very selective, so to speak, of my social groups, even though I'm very outgoing. Has everybody been able to find toilet paper yet? Because I still can't find toilet paper, no matter where I go. That has been a hot commodity. Granted, I have plenty of it in my house, but no, cannabis is not legal in my state. I cannot have cannabis. I'm not even allowed to have it in my system. I can't do it because of jobs that I've had and clearances and all that other fun stuff. So not even an option for me. Plus, neurologically speaking, I can't have it in that regard either. But, yep. All right, well, we're rolling on 10 minutes, so I'm going to end here. Yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, the research behind cannabis isn't quite there yet for the medical community. I know I've been studying it for a long time. It's just the neurological effects of the, I would say, THC, and trying to remove THC from CBD is hard. So there's always still trace amounts of THC in the CBD. So it's kind of a catch-22 sometimes, and it becomes difficult, so to speak. But it also questions, is CBD or cannabis placebo, where you think you're actually getting some kind of relief from it and it's just a neurological or psychological effect, or is the cannabis actually doing something to give you true relief? So it just hasn't been tested enough. But I would like to see more science on that one, with the THC being utilized to restore lung function. I'm a definitive scientist. dogs can't act out the placebo role, but dog biology and cytology is different than human biology and cytology. And I can bring my degrees into play if you would like in cite biochemistry. But trying to use a narcotic to restore lung function is an interesting aspect and change. But it is what it is. The reason the lung function might increase is because of a lack of pain. And reason being is if you have pulmonary fibrosis, the scar tissue hurts when you breathe. So, but at this moment, I'm going to end the live stream. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. And yeah, I will definitely come on and talk with you guys again. I've got a couple of vlogs I have to edit and post, but with the live stream going over 10 minutes, it's probably going to be tomorrow I'll be able to post because YouTube has a 15-minute rule of what you're allowed to post. So I will keep you guys updated and stay safe and stay away from the coronavirus. So without further ado, I'll see you guys later.